Okay, let's proceed with the next problem. A vertical cylinder of base diameter 50 mm and axis length 60 mm is cut by two planes which are perpendicular to VP and inclined at 45 degrees to HP, passing through either sides of the center point of the top face. Draw the projections of the lateral surface of the cylinder. So, to proceed with, first let us draw the top face, the top view of the cylinder. That is a cylinder having a diameter of 50 mm. This has the center, 25 mm as the radius. You complete this top view of the cylinder first and mark A1, BB1 and so on with the center. These markings are done by taking the generator lines. How do we take the generator lines? Place the protractor here at the center point, 180 degrees, then 90 degrees, 45 degrees, 45 degrees. You get these generators. These type of solids we have already discussed in the classroom, so I hope you will not have any problem in marking these generator lines. Once you get this, get the top front view of this cylinder by projecting all the points. Once you project all the points, you first start with the axis. Axis, as you see, is not clearly seen here because it is overlapped by the generator line GG1. So once you mark and label all the points, this is the height of the axis 60 mm that is given. Now we have to see how these planes have to be marked here. So if you see the problem statement, it is said that the vertical cylinder of base diameter 50 mm and axis length 60 mm is cut by two planes. So they say two planes, not just one single plane. It is specifically mentioned that there are two planes which are perpendicular to VP and inclined at 45 degrees to HP, passing through either sides of the center point of the top face. Either sides of the center point of the top face. So this is the top face and this is the center of this top face. Okay, it has to be the on the either side. There are two planes which are on the either sides, this side and this side of the center of the top face, inclined at what? At 45 degrees to the horizontal plane, not with respect to the axis but with respect to the horizontal plane. Actually this is my horizontal plane. Okay, but in order to go for the construction, I am taking the auxiliary horizontal plane here such that it is going to be in line with this top face. Once I get this horizontal plane and with top center as this, that is O1 dash, I mark 45 degrees and 45 degrees on either sides of the center of the top face. So when you take the center of this protractor here and you mark 45 in both these directions, you will then start the line from here and you will end it along the angle line. You will stop it here itself on this cylinder. Once you get these planes marked, then you go for numbering it. You mark 1 dash on AA1, 2 dash on BB1, 3 dash on CC1, 4 dash on DD1 and 5 dash on EE1, 6 dash on FF1, 7 dash on GG1 and 8 dash on HH1. 2 dash, 3 dash and 4 dash are put in bracket because they are away from the observer who is here. As you see, B, C and D, sorry, BB1, CC1 and DD1 are behind HH1, GG1 and FF1 respectively. Once you do these markings, then you have to go for the development part. In order to get the development, first you have to open this cylinder and get it on a plane. When you open the cylinder, you will see that the cylinder will be in the form of a rectangle. Okay, now what will be the total length of the cylinder? It is given by the circumference pi into d, that is 157.1. okay, so you mark the total length of the cylinder with height of the cylinder as 60 mm, which is the height of the cylinder given. Then you have to divide the total length by the number of generators. Here we have considered 8 generators, so I get the answer as after dividing 157.1 by 8, I get 19.63. so this value will be dependent on the number of generators. Once you get this value, you start dividing 157 into 8 parts, each measuring 19.63 mm approximately. You can go on marking. Once you get this, you go for labeling of AA1, BB1 and so on, and you complete this rectangular plane. Then go for the parallel line methods, where all these numbers that you have marked on all the edges should be projected to those respective edges that you see here. Okay, now these are not the edges, these are the generator lines which are not actually a part of the cylinder. They are just used here for construction purpose. more the generators, better will be the curves that you get here. Okay, after that you have to start marking 1 on A1, 2 on BB1, 3 on CC1, 4 on DD1, 5 on EE1, 6 on FF1, 7 on GG1, 8 on HH1 and 1 on AA1. So these all have to be projected. Once you get all these point of intersections, you are now going to with the freehand you are going to join all these points in the form of an arc. Once you complete this, then the lower section of it also should be darkened, and this is the development that you see. That means when this cylinder which you see is cut off, the top portion is cut off, when you open the cylinder, this is how the cylinder will look. So this is the solution.